Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is James Schaffner. I'm the Division Chief of Training and Safety here at Palm Beach County Fire Rescue. Please stand with me as we welcome class number 63, Pride of Pike.
All uniformed personnel, present arms. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Colors. Post. Ready. Cut. Uniform personnel, at ease.
Gauntlet to break. On the right. Quick. March.
If we could get a round of applause for the pipe and drums and honor guard. As well as for the Voices of Palm Beach County, which was Special Operations Captain Kenny Woldridge, Captain Jeremy Hurd, and driver-operator Doc Fortnash. Let me introduce our chaplain, Jeremy Hurd. Please remain standing. Thank you.
Let's bow for prayer. Thank you, God, for the opportunity we have to be here tonight. Thank you for this great class that has worked so hard, accomplished so much, has grown together as a group, and has accomplished these goals they've set out for, to be a part of this family. We pray that tonight everything we do and say would bring about good memories for them, be a good marker in their life as they begin this career. We thank you for the administration and our union and county commissioners who make this all possible. We thank you for the great training division that puts these great classes on. We just pray that everything that is done here would help to begin this career well for this class. In your name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Captain Hurd. You may be seated. Tonight we join together to recognize and honor the accomplishments of Class 63, the Pride of Pike. These 23 new firefighters came and successfully completed the very difficult Palm Beach County Fire Rescue Recruit Academy. They should be proud. We have a goal for all of you this evening, and that is to show them a good time. So feel free to clap, whistle, yell when you feel it's appropriate, okay? Show them you're proud of them. Now's good. That's great. You're off to a good start. Thank you. Well, since I get to speak first, and I'll keep it short, I promise, one of the things I like to do is give you guys a couple of pieces of advice. There's 3 or 4 of them, actually. One of them is our motto in the Training and Safety Division, and that is do the right thing for the right reason. It's not always easy, but do it. It works out in the end. The other is do not stop, and that has a few different elements. Do not stop your commitment to your family and to God. Do not stop your commitment to Palm Beach County Fire Rescue. Do not stop your commitment to the fire service as a whole, worldwide fire service. Do not stop your commitment to education and the education of others. It's a never-ending business. As long as you're in this business, educate yourself. There's always something to learn, as you will see shortly when I introduce Chief Downey. None of these are easy, but all of them pay great dividends. Never forget that. The Recruit Academy is made possible by the support of our administration, by the support of our union, and by the support of the County Commission. I'd like to introduce our Fire Chief, Jeff Collins.
Chief Schaffner, thank you for warming up the crowd. That was a great job, right? And it's very interesting that one of the things I heard early on in tonight's ceremony and in our actual celebration was a little shush that happened right here in the front row because this young girl saw her daddy. And she said, "That's my daddy." You guys are heroes, right? No matter what, you've always been heroes, but we're going to talk a little bit about now what it means to be a Palm Beach County Fire Rescue firefighter. But before I do, on behalf of Mayor Shelley Vanna and the Board of County Commissions, I want to thank you all and welcome you all to tonight's ceremony and graduation of Recruit Class 63. But before I get into a couple words of hopefully encouragement to create a very long and proud career for these young new employees, I want to thank the families first and foremost for sharing your men with me over the past 8 weeks, and without that support and the network that was established at home, when they came to work for the past 8 weeks, there's no way they could have been as successful as they were and get through to this point in their career. I'd also like to welcome, I believe I only saw one member from our Fire Rescue Advisory Board, and I want to welcome our Fire Rescue Advisory Board member, Lance Berkowitz, if there are any others. And in addition, I'd like to introduce you to my staff, and I'm so proud of them. I know we are a fire rescue family at headquarters also. We don't always get along, but there's a reason for that, because we need to see every aspect, every angle of the decision and problem-solving process that we go through so that we're running this department the way it should be run. It was handed over to me from Chief Stephen Gerald, and also it was given to him from Chief Herman Bryce, who came down from Miami, and he came up from Miami and did a fantastic job. And I'm telling you now, I'm very proud to be the chief, but I'm also more proud of working with Deputy Chief Tom Tolbert, who's Deputy Chief of Operations, and Deputy Chief Mike Mackey, who runs Support Services. And behind them is and I'm going to do this for effect, because I'm going to have him stand up. Chief Chris Hoke, if you could stand up. These guys need to see your face. You don't want to see him for the next 44 weeks, okay? All right? It's not going to be good unless he's on a fire scene. Now, he might be on a fire scene, but you don't want to be in his office over the next 44 weeks. And Palm Beach County Fire Rescue is made up of 49 stations, and there's no way that I could be in every community that we serve. And we rely very heavily on our battalion chiefs, and I really want to thank them for coming out tonight to show the support of you all, because they're going to be your direct supervisors in our administration of this system. So I want to, Todd Blake, I think you came in late. Mike Arena, I think I see you. Rich Ellis, Mike Wells, and Bill Rowley are our battalion chiefs. I'm going to call them out because this is a brotherly love that we have. I see one that came in a little bit late, one of my division chiefs, Joey Cooper. Thanks for coming out tonight, Joey. We do a lot of fun things at headquarters to make life interesting, and I'm going to get him back calling him out late because he blocked me in the other day. I couldn't get up my car out. He parked it in, and I was stuck over at our support services. So I'm going to always be getting you back for that, Joey. Just remember that. And thank you for accepting the invitation. Dave Downey, Fire Chief of Miami-Dade, he's renowned throughout not only South Florida, but throughout the state. He holds membership in the Florida Fire Chiefs Association, and he's also well respected and well known throughout the country. So thank you for coming up for our keynote, Chief Downey. And now to the celebration, right? The 23 men that sit behind me, and I think I saw you guys about 8 weeks ago, and you looked a whole lot different. Matter of fact, you didn't look too good because you didn't have any uniforms on. But I came in, and I promised to you that if you gave everything that you had, you were going to make it through this academy. And you guys are the example of that. And I can only thank one person for all of the efforts that he puts into this, and it's Captain Bruce Clark, who runs the academy. Bruce, stand up, please. Please stand up. So I welcomed in our fire rescue family 8 weeks ago, and now we're going to welcome you into our homes, in our houses, into our fire stations, and I'm going to tell you that for the next 44 weeks, I've got to implore to you that you've got to keep this momentum going. You can't stop, because over the next 44 weeks, what happened in your first 8 weeks is we molded you and we developed you into what we wanted you to be, and now we're going to set you out on your own. And that's a huge obstacle to overcome, because you're going to have temptations to maybe drift back to the person that you weren't, that you didn't like. You may tend to become a little bit lazy, but I'm telling you now, over the next 44 weeks, this is where you cut your reputation in Palm Beach County Fire Rescue. You can never overcome that first 1 year in the fire service, and you have to take this on individually. And I'm going to give you 2 pieces of advice I think that are going to help you through that. And the first is continue to grow in your education. Formal education, training, absorb everything you can. This department is full of such incredible men and women that they just take great pride in what they do, and they want to share everything that they know that they can pass, so that they can pass that knowledge on to you. So keep learning. Don't stop from the 8 weeks that you've had. For the next 44, keep learning. And the second, and it's most important, is respect. First and foremost, respect those that you work with. Respect your station officer, and respect your chain of command, because they're the ones that are going to keep you out of trouble. They're the ones that are going to keep you safe. So sometimes you may not understand when they're giving you direct orders, or they're telling you what to do, what needs to be done. You need to respect their history and their experience, and let them make those decisions and continue to carry on. But most importantly, please always, and this is I can't implore this enough, one of the main reasons Palm Beach County Fire Rescue is world known is because of the respect we have to the citizens. And we have to give that respect back to them all the time, every day. Every day, every shift, you have to respect the community. It might be that fourth call that night, you might be tired, and it might be that same individual calling, and you know that's the case, and you're heading to that call, but you gotta understand that that's someone's mother, that's someone's grandmother, and you gotta respect that, because at the end of the day, that's what makes us great. So from here on out, remember that Alan Brunacidi said it very simply: do what's right. And that's what I'll leave you with. Just do what's right all the time, okay? Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Chief. Did Ricky show up? Anybody see him? Okay. One of the parts that gives me the most pleasure of standing up here is to introduce Captain Bruce Clark. Captain Clark has built this program from the ground up. He totally revamped the program a couple of years ago, starting with Class 55. And I think your loved ones here will tell you that they got a great education. I looked at the evaluations from the class today. Absolutely outstanding, as usual. And that's a credit to Captain Clark. Bruce, come on up.
It's the first time you've ever stood for me. Sit down, showing off for your family. Thank you, Chief. Thank you for the kind words about the Academy, but it's not one person that makes this Academy. I just happen to be the coordinator. I happen to have some pretty good friends that are good instructors, and that goes a long way. There's a few things that make a good Academy. One is to have the support from the administration, and we have the support, totally. They've told us this, and they've shown us this time and time again. They let us take this Academy that was 30 years old. When I took over, it was 30 years old, and they let me and the guys change it to what we thought it should be. And for that, I thank you. Secondly, we're hiring good people. We couldn't do it without these kind of guys right here. So, yeah, that's right. We're hiring the right people, and that makes a difference. They want to learn, they're eager, they're strong. For the most part, they're young, right, Kevin? For the most part. They want to learn, they're hungry for this, and they love Palm Beach County Fire Rescue, so we couldn't do it without the right people. And lastly are the instructors that we have, and we have some of the greatest instructors in the country. We have folks that are authors, they write for magazines, they write books, they travel all over the country teaching other agencies. We've had people come from Tennessee and all different places, all different states to see what we're doing, not only in the Academy, but in our officer development and in our department as a whole. So that says a lot about the department and our instructors. And I get the opportunity to introduce the folks that really make a difference and have really had an impact on these guys here. First is Captain Coyle. Did he come? Did he show up? Okay, he's probably working. He's probably still in the office. Captain Charlie Coyle does all the EMS training for the department. He trains everybody on EMS. He does all the paramedic training, all the EMT training, and he takes these guys for 2 weeks, and he gets them BLS protocoled, which is a chore in itself with these guys. But he does that, and you know he's probably back right now doing something with protocols or trying to better the department. But that's Captain Charlie Coyle. He does all EMS training for the Recruit Academy. Next is, and I'll ask you to stand up, is Brooke Stahl and Lauren Kurth. If you could please stand up. They keep these guys healthy. Brooke and Lauren do the PT with them. Lauren does the yoga, and Brooke does all the physical training, sets everything up, and makes sure these guys took them from day one. You remember what they look like, right, on day one. And she molded them into this right here. So we could not do what we do without you two, and I thank you. I'm going to name some instructors here. I have a list of folks that are here. Please stand up, stay standing until we're all done so we can give you the applause that you deserve. And if I miss anybody, stand up at the end, please. District Captain Steve Campana, are you here? Thank you, sir. Captain Troy Deschard. Very good. Captain Todd Fody. You got to read the evaluations. They said you're soft-spoken. That's what they said about you, soft-spoken. I've known him a long time. He's not soft-spoken. Chris Gass, is he here? Thank you, Lieutenant Chris Gass. Captain Drew Kirshner. Now, Drew was here every day. He taught in the academy before, but he actually is on light duty. He had just had shoulder surgery from an injury he received on the job, and he was here every day with us training these guys. So thank you for putting in so much with this class. Captain Roberto McCausland, is he here? There he is. Driver operator Matt Mirzwa. Thank you, Matt. Captain Sean Pamplona with the Honor Guard standing in the back there. Thank you. They met him on day 2, and he changed their lives forever, right? Captain Eric Price, did you make it? Is he here? There he is. And retired District Chief Curtis Rice. Now, he did 30 some odd years with Palm Beach County Fire Rescue. He writes, he teaches at FDIC, he travels all over teaching, and he still comes back to give back to these guys. So we thank you for that, Chief. I think he's a driver operator, Rick Sanchez. He's either a driver or a lieutenant. I don't know, he keeps changing. So where is he? Right there with the Honor Guard. Lieutenant Ryan Shepard. Driver operator Ed Torres. And another retired employee. He was a senior man on the fire department when he left, and that is driver operator Buddy Yarborough. These are the folks that make the Recruit Academy what it is, and I thank you. We could not do what we do without you.
Thanks, Bruce. All right, that brings us to our keynote speaker. And our keynote speaker this evening is currently the Chief of Miami-Dade Fire Rescue, the largest department in the state of Florida, followed not so closely behind by the second largest department in the state of Florida, which is Palm Beach County Fire Rescue. Chief Downey is a 34-year veteran of the fire service. He has worked his way through the ranks from firefighter to the fire chief of the largest fire department in the state of Florida. Chief Downey serves as the Southeast Regional Coordinator for the statewide emergency response plan and the fire service representative to the executive board of the Southeast Regional Domestic Security Task Force. Chief Downey is very well educated. He has an associate's degree in fire science and both a bachelor's and master's degree in public administration. In addition, he holds the designation of Chief Fire Officer from the Commission on Professional Credentialing. That's where I want to be someday, Chief. Please welcome Chief Dave Downey.
Well, like Captain Clark said, I barely get my guys to stand for me, so thank you. Well, Chief Collins and family, friends, my brother and sister firefighters, I'm honored tonight to welcome these new firefighters into the fire service. While I wear the badge of a fire chief, in my heart and to my core, I'm a firefighter. Hanging in my office is a firefighter's creed written by a retired chief from the fire department in New York. The creed begins, I have no ambition in this world but one, and that's to be a firefighter. The position may, in the eyes of some, appear to be a lowly one. But we who know the work which a firefighter has to do believe that theirs is a noble calling. You are joining the noblest of professions. You're accepting a tremendous responsibility. The lives and property of those that you swear to protect tonight depend on you. You must always place service above self, and this is no easy task. You're going to be asked to take risks, to put your life on the line to save another. And this job is not without risks. And at the least, you're going to miss things. I see a lot of young faces there. Plan on missing special events with your family. Plan on missing holidays. You have a responsibility to be at work and to protect the citizens. It's been said that the fire service is 150 years of tradition unimpeded by progress. I don't agree with that. There's been tremendous progress in our fire service, especially in the areas of firefighter safety. But one tradition that should always be embraced is the brotherhood and sisterhood of the fire service. And unfortunately, it seems like this tradition is starting to fade. And I challenge you all to keep it alive. Take care of one another. You're entering into a new family, the fire service family. Your instructors have provided you with intense training over the last few weeks, and they've established the foundation on which you should begin to build. And you should be building the rest of your career. This is never going to end. You must continue to train. You must never stop learning. And train as your life depends on it, because it does. Train for fire. That's our greatest enemy. But also train for EMS and special operations. Never become complacent, because there's no such thing as a routine call. Take the time to get additional knowledge and skills. Obtain your degree. If you've got an associate's degree, obtain a bachelor's. If you have a bachelor's, obtain a graduate degree. This profession is more than just putting the wet stuff on the red stuff. Yes, you need the technical knowledge, but you need the intellectual knowledge as well, now and more so in the future. Today, you're accepting the responsibility to be the best firefighter you can be. Anything less is a betrayal to yourself and, more importantly, our fire service. So if you want to be the best, you need to strive to be the best, and you need to do what it takes to be the best. So today I challenge you, as you get ready to embark on your new unit assignment out in operations, accept the jobs that are given to you and take on more. Train when nobody else wants to train. Have the same enthusiasm at 4 o'clock in the morning on that basic medical call as you will when you roll up on a raging fire. And never ever diminish your love for this job. When I entered the fire service almost 35 years ago, I was presented with some advice. They said, you need to learn 4 ups. Now, I'm sure over the last 8 weeks, the ups you learned were push-ups and pull-ups and sit-ups. But the 4 ups I want to impart on you, 2 of them are shut up and listen up. Got 2 ears and 1 mouth. Spend more time listening, learning from the experienced firefighters than talking. It's much easier to show them what you know than tell them what you know. cleanup. Take pride in your uniform. Take pride in your station, in your apparatus. Nothing makes me feel better than when I pop into a station and I see it squared away, the apparatus clean, the equipment clean. That tells me that that's a company of firefighters that take pride in their job. And lastly, step up. Get involved in your department. Get involved in your union. You're benevolent. Attend other graduations. Attend the funerals of your fallen brothers and sisters. This is a lifelong commitment. Be involved. You all are becoming members of a great organization tonight. I ask that you wear the badge that's going to be given to you with honor and pride, and never do anything to tarnish the respect and admiration that badge comes with. Today we honor you, not because you completed 8 weeks of training, but because now you've accepted the privilege and the responsibility to do your part to make our fire service better. So I want to wish all of you a bright and prosperous future. I want you to stay low, stay alert, and stay safe. Congratulations and good luck. Thank you.
Captain Clark will do the badges.
We need the boss. Oh, yeah. Can't do it without you. As I call their name, okay, well, let's give it up. Let's rock this place. As I call their name, they'll come across, receive their badge from the chief. They'll get their new helmet shield, probationary helmet shield that they will wear for 1 year. And then they will leave the stage and park it down here. After the ceremony, there's a spot set up out in the lobby with the drape and the Palm Beach County logo, where if you have somebody you would like to pin you, they can do it there. We have the photographers and everything right there. You can pin your firefighter, all right? Anthony Alma. You're ready to go. He's been like this for 8 weeks. Brian Baker. Thomas Bogards. Adam Church. Christian Dick. Camilo Escobar. Adrian Florido. He's a Jets fan. Oscar Gonzalez. Christopher Hope. Is this true? Could it be Kevin Kelly? You're done.
I know. Thank you.
Sean Lobiondo. John Marks. Patrick Martin. Be cool, man. Anthony Martinez. I didn't know that. Michael McGowan. Alec Myers. Yes, sir. Samuel Neverett. George Oliva. I won't do it. Anthony Ramirez. He likes to be called Anthony Rocco Ramirez. That's a true story. That's true. Yeah, man. Stay away from the tacos. There's a story there. I'll tell you later. Brian Regal. Austin Rudy. That's right, Jose Santana III. That's your boy. That's her boy. Yeah, you're going that way. Last but not least, Alexander Zambito. Good job, man. Nice work.
Almost there, guys, almost there. Okay, if you would stand and face your loved ones. Sorry, not the crowd, I meant class 63. Should have explained that a little better, my fault. Okay, raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. There's always got to be one. Do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America and the Constitution of the State of Florida. I will respect, honor, and obey the orders of my officers and support the laws and ordinances of the jurisdiction in which I serve. Today, I recognize the badge of my office as a symbol of public faith, and I accept it as a public trust. I hereby dedicate myself to the citizens and visitors of Palm Beach County and the cities we serve to ensure their safety in the discharge of my duties. So help me God. Thank you. You may be seated. All right, every class, our video division puts together a fabulous video. There's 3 of them that work in the division, and they are world-renowned. They capture awards year after year. If you go in any of their offices, they're lined with awards. And I think you'll see why. If we can cue that video, let's see what Class 63 is all about. Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning, sir. Welcome to Palm Beach County Fire Rescue. Is there a little excitement in the air today or what? Yes, sir. I can assure you one thing, that everyone you see back there on the back wall there's the same excitement. Palm Beach County Fire Rescue is one of the greatest jobs in the world, and you're going to find that out. When you come together as a class, and that's exactly what we want you to do, you're going to come together as a class, Class 63, right? You're going to become your own little family here, part of the big fire rescue family. You'll always be known as Class 63. But you have to come together and you have to lean on each other to be successful through this next 8 weeks. You give me your best for the next 8 weeks, we promise to give you our best, and I can guarantee you one thing. After that, you're going to have one of the greatest jobs in the world.
Class 63, raise it on!
We support you all, everything you're going to be doing. It's our job to make sure that you all have what's necessary to fulfill the functions as a firefighter paramedic for over this next 8 weeks. But you've got to give the effort, the blood, sweat, and tears that you've heard. Do what's right all the time. Because when you work for Palm Beach County Fire Rescue and you wear our uniform, you're being watched, okay? We're held to a higher esteem in our community. And I can assure you that if you're wearing this uniform, or you've got our patch on, or you've got one of the polos on, you're being watched. And so always do what's right. So I just tell you individually, take your individual responsibility, do what's right, commit everything that you have, and I promise you a great career with Palm Beach County Fire Rescue. Thank you.
Company, attention! Present arms! I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Order! Arms! Class 6-3!
1 team, 1 dream!
6-3!
1 team, 1 dream!
6-3!
1 team, 1 dream! Class 6-3! Hold up! One team, one dream! 6-3! 1 team, 1 dream! 6-3! 1 team, 1 dream!
Thank you. I'll take just a few seconds here to introduce the video division. Jack Norris back here. Sergio Ornelas over here. And Derek Wiley over here. Thank you, guys. Great job as always. All right, Captain Clark, you want to come up? We'll do the Outstanding Recruit ceremony.
Before we get to the Outstanding Recruit, the video you just saw will be on YouTube, and it will be available to you. If you guys would like a copy, just see Jack or one of the guys in the video department, and they'll get you a copy. But it will be on YouTube, along with the flag burning ceremony. Last class, the Recruit Academy took on the task of burning the old, worn, and tattered American flags and treating them with the dignity and respect that they're supposed to get. So we took on this flag burning ceremony last class, and that's what you saw. So there's another video that will be on YouTube soon of just the flag burning ceremony. It's probably 5 minutes long. It's very cool. They did a great job with it. Thank you guys for that. Now on to the Outstanding Recruit. Back in class 1, over 30 years ago, they started a tradition of selecting an outstanding recruit. And it's hard every time to find an outstanding recruit with these guys. You're all outstanding or you wouldn't be here. But we need to select one. And what we look for is a firefighter that's fit, physically fit, ready to go, has the right attitude, always looks out for his brother and sister firefighter, even when this firefighter gets it and has no issues with the PO or no issues with anything we have them do. This firefighter stays a little extra and helps the ones that need help. And we actually have a bunch of them here tonight, but we have one recruit that we selected as the outstanding recruit, and that is Adam Church. That's right. Hold on, stay here. Now he receives a plaque to hang on his wall, but also what we started back in class 56 was in the fire service we wear award bars. You can see a lot of the guys have award bars, and that's for going above and beyond, doing something outstanding. So he will receive an award bar that you can wear on your uniform for the rest of your career. Wear it proudly. Good job. Thank you so much. Okay. You want to say a few words?
Did my name get drawn out of a hat or something?
No, man.
No, but none of this would have been part. Like, you can't do anything in the fire service by yourself. So I mean, obviously, class 63, we all did it together. I just got a plaque for it. Sorry. And again, it wouldn't be possible without a good support system from home either. So thank you to all my family and my wife. Thank you.
He's awesome. You know, we watch it. The instructor selected that. We watched him. You know, we watched all these guys, but we would see him when he didn't think anybody was watching. And there were some folks that struggled along the way, and he was always there helping them out. And that's what we're looking for in an outstanding recruit. So thank you for that, Adam. Next is the presentation. Actually, the class speaker is going to come up and speak to you about the class and the Recruit Academy, and then we're going to have a presentation from the class to the academy. So the speaker, I believe, is firefighter Christian Dick. Come on up.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you very much. Class 63 would like to welcome you here tonight and thank you for taking the time on this special occasion to be with us. When Class 63 arrived to the training facility 8 weeks ago, it was probably a milestone in each of our lives as we were chosen from many applicants to become a part of Palm Beach County Fire Rescue. Most of us only dream of becoming a firefighter, but the firefighters here tonight, it is a dream come true. We would like to thank the county commissioners for the opportunity to serve the residents and visitors of Palm Beach County. I can assure you that the dedicated group you see here tonight will not disappoint the 1.4 million people that reside in Palm Beach County. If you were to go on the internet and look up the definition of a firefighter in the Webster's Dictionary, you might be surprised at what they define a firefighter as. The definition states, firefighter, a person that puts out fires. Another website defines it this way, a person who fights destructive fires. Is that really what we do? Well, after 8 weeks, I can tell you the definition of a firefighter found on the internet is not what a Palm Beach County firefighter does. Firefighting is one of the most hazardous professions in the country and throughout the world. But it is also one of the most rewarding professions you could ever achieve. Palm Beach County Fire Rescue was created 31 years ago on October 1st, 1984. And today, we're proud to say it is one of the most advanced and professional departments throughout the country. As a Palm Beach County firefighter, we do much more than just put out fires. In addition to extinguishing fires, we are responsible for providing emergency medical services to the public. Many of us are trained as paramedics. Many of us are also trained in hazardous materials, heavy rescue, dive rescue, confined space, and aircraft rescue. We also do outreach programs in the community to educate everyone about safety in the home, fire prevention, and safety about falls in the elderly community. I think you would agree that the definitions provided on the internet that defines a firefighter with just 6 or 7 words really doesn't define what we do. So let me tell you what has gone on at the training facility in the last 8 weeks. First, I must tell you that we are very fortunate to have some of the finest firefighters and fire officers as our instructors. Each of them, because of their deep-rooted dedication to the fire service, were all ready to share their knowledge and experience with us as recruits. These fine instructors, who would begin to shape our careers in Palm Beach County Fire Rescue, went above and beyond each day, staying late, coming in early, challenging us to overcome obstacles and fears that we may have had entering this recruit academy. They taught us the basics and then expanded on those topics. They spoke about real life experiences, which in the fire service are priceless to us. We learned that in the fire service, if everyone works together as a team, anything can be accomplished. And in order to succeed, we would need each other for these 8 weeks. In the fire department, it is one of the most unique professions where everyone wants you to succeed, and they will work with you no matter how long it takes to see that you get it and that you get it right. Included in our training was EMS. Many of us arrived as paramedics and some as EMTs, and the task at hand was to take the skills that we had possessed and adapt them to the county standards and protocols of care. Captain Coyle did an amazing job making us aware of these protocols and training us. It was amazing to see that what we had from our past experiences out in the field was only a small percentage of what was to come from our instructors. The next part of our training included performance objectives on the fire side, such as advancing a hose line, forcible entry, donning your SCBAs, and everyone's favorite, search and rescue. These performance objectives were to be completed in a limited amount of time. And in the fire service, time is not always on your side. Seconds count. Tasks need to be performed the right way the first time. Talk about stress. These weeks of fire training would prove to be the toughest 8 weeks of our lives. I believe that it became apparent to our families that the physical and mental challenges of the training that we were now arriving home with each and every day. Our refrigerators at home were stocked with Pedialyte, Gatorade, and water. The washing machines were running overtime each night just to keep up with clean clothes for the next day. Getting home and taking a cool shower never felt so soothing, and a bed never felt so comfortable to lay and relax the aches and pains and bruises obtained from training. Suddenly, all our social media was no longer a priority in our lives. Through it all, and the days and weeks that passed, we were able to feel the special bond of the brotherhood that the firehouse and the fire service gives us. It is said that amateurs practice until they get it right. Professionals practice until they cannot get it wrong. We practice as professional firefighters. Out of the 30 recruits that began this intense training and demanding 8 weeks, we have 23 that have strived and succeeded, and they stand before you very proud this evening. By no means does the story end here tonight at the graduation. We head out into the communities and we will serve and protect the residents and visitors of Palm Beach County as our next chapter begins. As firefighters, we are aware that the days ahead will not be filled with amazing rescues all the time, family get-togethers, promotions, and joy and happiness. Some days, there'll be very serious topics and somber moments for us. It's all a part of the job. But whatever the situation is, I guarantee you this: when the going gets tough, Class 6-3 will prevail. There's a famous quote that I love that is displayed in many training locations, and it reads like this: "Let no man's ghost ever come back and say his training let him down." The quote is brief, but very powerful and meaningful to us. On a personal note, I feel very honored to have the opportunity to train with my classmates in this fantastic class, and I look forward to working with you in the field. On behalf of Class 6-3, I would like to thank the Academy staff and the training division for their patience, extreme dedication, and the professionalism they have demonstrated to us over the past 8 weeks. You all are amazing, and you should be very proud of yourselves for the caliber of firefighters that you're sending out into the field. In addition, the class would like to thank our families and friends for providing the love, support, and prayers during these 8 weeks of these last 8 weeks. It is very much appreciated, and please keep the support coming. In conclusion, I would like to thank God for the opportunity for these group of brave men and women in Palm Beach County that we're about to serve with. I ask you that you keep us in your prayers and that you always serve the residents of Palm Beach County with duty and honor. Thank you, and be safe.
Thank you. Next, I'd like to call up Firefighter Mike McGowan, Firefighter Adam Church for the presentation to the Academy from Recruit Class 63, but I'd like to also get the instructors up here so you guys can be a part of this. Come on up here. These guys get up here. You'll be coming back next class to bring you back. It's always like a death walk. Come on, let's go. It's a happy time. Let's go. Happy feet. Yeah. Just keep going, buddy. Keep walking. Right on across here, guys. Yeah, they're going. We'll put you up there. You're free.
We have a tradition in Palm Beach County to present a gift to all the instructors as a big thank you for, training us to make us the best we can be today. And there was always something missing in the bay that we wanted to add to it, and Captain Clark looked for it every day. And as you guys know, in the fire service, it's all about being on time. Time is a big thing, so we wanted to make a clock that it is big, and we want to stand out and let all the recruits know who, and it's our time. It's our time to shine. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. That's awesome. No, sit down. Have a seat.
Have a seat, yeah. Chaplain Captain Jeremy Hurd for the Firefighter's Prayer.
Before we get to the actual prayer, Christian, good job. I know that had to feel pretty good to sit back down after that. I drew the short straw 12 years ago, and I remember the feeling of sitting back down and going, oh, I didn't say anything bad. I'm not going to get fired. I made it. So good job. Thank you very much for being willing to do that. So. And it sounds like you actually volunteered for it, which is good too. So in the fire service, as in life, it's a small world. You run into people you know, and you realize how you know them. You go kind of back and forth and you figure it out. We were a week into this recruit class, and one young man stopped me at the American Heart Walk and said, Cap, you know who I am, right? I'm like, you look familiar to me? He's like, well, you knew me when I was like 6, I think, and Alec, and he was in my church, actually, where I was a pastor. And he's like, my parents keep going, hey, have you seen Jeremy? He goes, well, I've seen him, but he has no idea who I am. And so we got to talking and got to know each other a little bit better, and you start to realize, hey, there's some connections there with other people. And Chief Green works for City of West Palm, is now in Delray, is one of the reasons I'm in the fire service. And I actually had the opportunity of teaching his son in high school, and then now his son is down in Fort Lauderdale, inviting me down to teach for him for different events. And it's just kind of the way the fire service works. And you've been welcomed into a family that's, no matter what department you work for, you're able to see other people, and you got people from all different badges here, all different departments supporting you, that many of them have been the reason you've gotten into this fire service. Well, we have one person in this class who's already retired. I don't know if you guys know that or not. Kevin Kelly, right? Is that your name there, Kevin? So Kevin, why don't you come up here to stage real quick? Come up on stage. We're going to do something real special because that young man that I taught in high school, Matt, is here from City of Fort Lauderdale. to give Kevin his axe that he never got. So, come on up right here. Come on over. Come on out, come so I get a picture of it. He actually retired after 21 years. So get a picture, guys. Get a picture there. He retired after 21 years, City of Fort Lauderdale, and now has been with us for a little more than 8 weeks because he got hurt the first class and had to work with me for a long time. But a great leader already, and he's one of these guys, by the way, he's older than I am. Should everybody know that? But he kept calling me sir. He's got more experience than me. He kept calling me sir, and I kept going, you don't need to do that. And he goes, no, that's how it works. Because he knows it's a fire service. I'm going to follow the chain of command. That's what he did even in this class, coming back in, and I saw him helping a lot of you guys as a leader too. So we want to recognize you. Thank you very much. He actually missed the night that would have been his first graduation because he had his retirement party, which I thought was just hilarious. I thought it was just very ironic that he was able to actually go do that. So, but one of the things being in this family is that we want us to have the best protection for us that we possibly can. And Chief Downey mentioned some of the great progress we've made in the fire service. One of the things that family does is we support each other. A lot of us up here have really ugly-looking mustaches right now for this Movember that my wife is not happy at all about. Some of these guys have regular mustaches that they look normal, and that's good job, guys. I'm not one of those, but we do it because we're a family and we support each other, and that's what we do. Well, one of the things we want to do tonight is we want to do a prayer of protection over you, so we're going to do that right now before we close. Let's pray. Dear God, guide us in this profession we have chosen. Help us to think quickly but safely. Guide our hand to help those who are seeking knowledge, and give us the wisdom to help the injured and the weak, to help those who are hanging on to life. Grant us the strength to fight fire with assertive skill. Teach us to look always to you for assistance, as our fellow firefighters and citizens look to us. Give us courage that we may impart courage and leadership to others. Make us studious, and give us pride and joy in our work. And when the alarm sounds, calling us to our duty, give us speed and efficiency. As our siren wails, ride with us on our way, shielding us from danger. And on the emergency scene, may we work as a cautious, courageous, and victorious team. God, walk with us through the terror of flame and explosion, and at the end of our shift, God, please grant us the ability to return home to our families. In your name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Captain Hurd, and I am glad you brought up that mustache because I was going to have to do it for you. Okay, in closing, I would like to thank you for attending the graduation ceremony here for Class 63 this evening. It means a lot to hear all of us here at Palm Beach County that you came out to support Class 63, your loved ones, our loved ones as well, and celebrate their hard work and dedication of the last 8 weeks, because it was hard, and they did give us a lot of dedication. With that in mind, we have one final portion of the ceremony. If I could have Captain Sean Pamplona come up.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. It's an honor for me to conduct tonight's final ceremony. Here to help me with this special tradition is Recruit Class 62, Outstanding Recruit, Firefighter Javier Valer. The fire service has many traditions. One such time-honored symbol of our history is the fire service bell. From our earliest days, the bell was used to signal out an emergency. Fire departments would use special codes to receive alarms that would respond to the location of the emergency by counting the number of times the bell was struck. In the times that have passed, the fire bell has been replaced with electronic signals and computerized emergency tones, but the bell will always have a place in fire service history. Its symbolism and the sound that it makes are woven into the very fabric of our profession. Today, the tolling of the bell is used in all facets of fire department ceremony, from firehouse grand openings to promotional and graduation ceremonies, and as a sign of honor and respect for firefighters who have made the ultimate sacrifice in the line of duty. This evening, the ceremonial fire bell will be tapped out using the signal 424, thus officially placing Recruit Class 63 in service. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Palm Beach County Fire Rescue recognizes our newest firefighters. Upon striking the tone, gone will be the status of the recruits, for they will be known from this point forward as Palm Beach County Fire Rescue firefighters. Will the Recruit Academy Instructor Corps please stand? Recruit Class 6-3, attend, ooh! Class 6-3, Company Commander, dismiss your command.
6-3. One team, one dream. 6-3. One team, one dream. 6-3. One team, one dream.
Congratulations, Class 6-3. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good evening.